What's up everybody, this is Yair and today we are going to draw Beast Gohan. Okay, so today we are going to draw Beast Gohan. That's the new form of Gohan from the upcoming movie Dragon Ball Super Hero. Now before we start, if you guys check the description box, you can see all the materials I'm using for this tutorial with Amazon product links. In this tutorial we got 3 stages. We got the sketching, then inking, and finally coloring. So without further ado, let's get started. As you guys can see, I drew a perfect square. Each side is 4 centimeters, but you can draw it in any size you want to. Just make sure to use a suitable paper size. So this is gonna be a frontal pose. First I'm gonna start by drawing the shape of Gohan's face. The square will help us keep the symmetry. Next we'll draw the wrinkles between the eyes. Then we'll draw the eyebrow. As you can see, it gets thicker towards the edge. And finally, to draw the eye, we'll use 3 lines, 2 diagonals and a curve underneath. Next we'll draw the iris and a tiny pupil. Next we'll add some lines above the eye and of course the famous cheek marks. Awesome, and now we'll do the same for the left side, and if you guys want, you can take a ruler and just cross the lines from the eye. That way you can make sure to keep the same symmetry. Once we are done with that, we'll draw the nose following these steps. And then with a very tiny gap, we'll draw the mouth by using 3 lines. We'll indicate the bottom lip. And now we'll draw the hairline. As you can see, I'm starting from right and then go to left. I'm doing that to keep the same symmetry, to get a more accurate look. Awesome, the next step is to draw the ears. So first I'm gonna draw the shape of the ear, and only after I'm gonna add the details of the ear. Awesome, and next we'll draw the spike of hair. It's a big spike of hair. I'm gonna make it a bit thicker and of course get rid of all the unnecessary lines. And we'll add some random lines in the shape of the hair. Awesome, so now we're going to zoom out and we'll draw the rest of the hair. So first I'm gonna start by drawing the shape of the hair, just some guidelines to help us keep the right proportions. Now in this form the hair goes way high, but I don't really like how it looks in the reference from the movie. It seems a bit too high, like kinda ridiculous in my opinion, so I drew it a bit smaller. and I think it looks much better like that. So next we'll add some random lines in the direction of the shape, just like we did before. And now we can move on to the torso. So first I'm gonna draw 2 lines to indicate the neck, then 2 lines for the traps, the trap muscles. Next I'm gonna draw the shape of the torso, a rough sketch. We'll pull a line in the middle, then add 2 lines for the neck, and then we'll move on to draw the Ghee. Next we'll draw the chest muscles, following with the shoulder, the tricep, and the bicep. We'll do the same for the left side. And finish up with the chest and the abs. Awesome. Next we'll add some creases for the Ghee, just gonna refine it a bit more. And then we'll get rid of all the unnecessary lines, just erase them. Awesome, we are done with the first step, congratulations. And now we can move on to the next step, which is the inking process. So usually I'm using 0.2 or 0.3, that's the size of the tip for the inking pen. Although for the facial features, for example the eyes and the nose, I'm using a smaller tip like 0.05 or 0.1, just because it can help me be more accurate. That being said, with the inking process, what you want to do is rotate the page just like I'm doing. You want to have a firm grip on the pen and just go all over the lines with a steady hand. You can do it by either pushing lines or pulling lines. This process takes a lot of time to master, a lot of practice, so don't get discouraged if the line doesn't look sharp enough at the beginning. The more you practice, the more you will get better at this. Awesome, now that we are done with the inking process, we are going to get rid of all the lead by using an eraser. Make sure to clean it very well because we don't want to smear it after once we use the Copic markers. Awesome, once it's clean, these are the Copic markers we are going to use. The colors I chose are ranging from the brightest color up to the darkest color. So for example, we got the brightest color for the skin, then we got the mid-tone for the skin, and then the darkest tone for the skin. Sometimes I can use 4 colors, then you can even use 5 colors if you want. But typically I'm going from 3 to 4. So we are going to start by coloring the Ghee. We'll use purple colors for that. We are going to start by using the darkest tone, coloring in the direction of the shape, of course, by using some nice brush strokes. Next, we're going to use the mid-tone, that's a slightly brighter tone, and again, coloring in the direction of the shirt, in the direction of the creases. Next, I'm gonna go back to the darkest tone again because I want to get more contrast. Now we are going to blend the colors. We'll blend them by using the mid-tone again. And then we'll use the brightest tone to blend it with the mid-tone. Awesome, once we are done with that, we can move on to the skin tones. So again, we'll start with the darkest tone, coloring in the direction of the muscles. We'll do that for the facial features as well. This is the old school shading of Dragon Ball. I will take that shading any day rather than the new style. I think it just looks so much more dramatic and overall more fitting to the anatomy. Next, we'll use the mid-tone. Now, apologies, I forgot to record coloring the right hand, but it's basically the same process as coloring this arm, so just follow the steps. For this drawing, I want the light source to come from both sides, just to get a more dramatic look. As you guys can see, some bad luck. I got dropped while I filled in this marker. Somehow some drop flew right on Gohan's Ghee. So we'll try to fix it, because that thing will also happen to you. So what I want to do is first soak that ink, and I will do that by using the colorless blender, this one, number 0. So first I'm gonna make sure that it doesn't have any other inks attached to it, because I don't remember the last time I used it. Okay, it looks pretty good. Just in case, I'm gonna fill it with some alcohol. As you can see, I got the Copic refill of the colorless blender. So I'm just gonna fill it up, just because I've been using it a lot and I ran out of the alcohol. So as you can see, I dip it a few drops, let it soak in. I think that's about it. And as you can see, I got that orange spot right here. So I'm just gonna take the colorless blender and I'm gonna pull and push some lines, trying to make that area a little brighter. Okay, so right now it doesn't seem good, but that's because we are not done yet. So next I'm gonna use the darkest tone of the Ghee. I'm gonna use it again. That's BV08, and I'm gonna add some shade right here. I'm gonna add some more shade here. That's fine, don't worry. Because it's very dark, it will cover all the orange spots that we have left by the mistake. Okay. Next I'm gonna use the mid-tone, that's BV04. Gonna move on top of that, just like that. And the brightest tone, that's BV02. Okay, and now it's fixed. So whenever stuff like that happen, don't freak out, don't throw away the drawing, calm down and see how you can fix it. Okay, it happened to me a lot, and only because those mistakes happened I figure out how to resolve them. So yeah, hopefully that will work for you as well. Awesome, I think that's pretty good, and now we can continue with the skin tones. We'll do the same for the face, leaving the areas that sticks out more, for example the cheeks and the nose, because they stick out more, they get more light. And finally, we'll use the brightest tone, blending all the colors. Awesome, next we'll color Gohan's eyes. In this form the eyes are red, and like before we'll start with the darkest tone, moving to the mid-tone, and finally the brightest tone. Now if you want you can also use the colorless blender. That's a marker that soaks some of the ink and therefore make it look brighter. Next we'll add some shadow right below the eyebrow. We'll do that by using some gray tones. Awesome, and now we can move on to the hair. So for the hair you can either use bright gray colors or very bright purple gray colors. For this tutorial I'm gonna use purple gray colors. Just like before, we'll start with the darkest tone, adding a little bit to all the spikes. Next we'll use the mid-tone, and again I'm coloring in the direction of the shape, in the direction of the lines we drew earlier. Next we'll use a brighter tone. And finally blending all the colors with the brightest tone. Awesome, and if you guys want, you can add a very bright purple, that's BV00, just to get a very nice purple tint. And finally, I'm gonna use the colorless blender to soak some of the ink just to get more highlights. And we are done, everybody. So, this is how you draw Beast Gohan from the movie Superhero. Hi everybody, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you want to sign up to my ultimate drawing course, make sure to go ahead and sign to the waiting list first so you can get a very special discount. The link is in the description box. That's it for today, keep being awesome, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.